What is up, guys? Welcome back to Road to Jackboys 2 number 2. This is the second official one I'm dropping and just talking about what's going on with Jackboys 2. Quite literally so much news from last time I dropped the last Jackboys update, and this one literally we get an album full announcement. The rollout's fully begun. We have a new member in Cactus Jack. We have the merch that's coming out. We have some speculation, some new snippets, and we have so much to talk about in this video. So stay tuned and let's go straight into it. As you guys know, about a month ago now that Travis fully announced Jackboys 2. I won't say that's the cover up, but he kind of announced just a kind of the first kind of art coming out of Jackboys 2 and how it's gonna look like aesthetically, because you know how Travis Scott's rollouts look aesthetically is very important to him. I just remember the Utopia aesthetics that we had, which is kind of the black and just kind of like the starlights and shit, and Astroworld was more just a bunch of colors and shit. I feel like this one is more darker, more grimier as Jackboys is, especially the first one. So the things that we did get confirmation from the release that Travis Scott did a while ago, he did release Kick Out. We're gonna talk about that later on in the video, especially with Dumb, the other song that he played at Coachella and he's been playing. He also did confirm that Harmony Korine is working on the second Jackboys 2 with these guys, and that's something I was speculating I think over a year ago or just a while ago, but fully confirmed. It is also confirmed that they have a full movie. The way they've been teasing it is almost like a vintage kind of CD type of style, so they are kind of teasing a movie. Even the trailer at the end of Kick Out, the thing that Travis Scott posted on his Instagram, even that itself is kind of revealing a lot that we can kind of foreshadow later on. One thing that's actually very odd that I am gonna talk about the release date and everything later in the video, and I'm gonna touch upon this subject a bit more, is that he released all of that a month ago and we still haven't had any music officially released since then, which is very odd. Another thing that we did see in the trailer is a new Jackboy. So apparently Wally the Sensei is the new Jackboy. He's officially been signed to Cactus Jack. This is actually very big. I think this is the biggest artist that Travis has signed while he's still making artists, and I can say that. Obviously I'm not gonna say he's bigger than Don Toliver. Low-key, I'm not gonna say he's bigger than Chase B, but at the level he's at his career, he's probably had a bigger time on the spot in the industry than any other artist he signed. Because if you guys remember, he basically signed Don Toliver in a random club, just a random club in Houston, signed the nigga, and then yeah, so Don Toliver was basically unknown until everybody heard him on Can't Say. Wally the Sensei has a lot of credits. Literally his last big credit was on GNX, probably the biggest album from the biggest rapper that's walking the planet right now, Kendrick Lamar. I will say he does have a lot of credits. I think he was also on another big rapper's album, but I will say I have heard some of his music, and it does, I'm gonna be honest, it really does not sound like a Cactus Jack type of artist. I would have never thought that Travis would sign someone like this, but at the same time, that's kind of what you want in a label. You want so many different areas of different genres of music in your whole label. I feel like Travis is kind of looking at a label like a warehouse or a house, so whenever you walk in, if you want this type of thing or this type of thing or this type of thing, you can get it under the umbrella of Cactus Jack. So I feel like that's kind of what he's trying to do right now, and it's very interesting. I really am curious who's gonna sign next. The new singles that Travis Scott has basically performed and kind of announced are not out yet, but he has kind of performed them and announced them. The first time we saw them was in the new era that he's kind of saying for Coachella. He kind of performed them for the first time. Dumb and Kick Out. Absolutely love them both.
Malibu Roberta, packed it like a Chevy, Cuzzle 10, busting stains, swapping stereos. I oblige, bumping Mary.
I think Dumb is so crazy. Some people don't even comprehend how insane that song is. He had these 3 songs, right? Imagine, you had Dumb, Kick Out, and 4x4, right? And he releases 4x4. Right there, it tells you that he's just not a single artist. He releases all of his good songs in the album. Imagine if he released Fiend before Utopia came out. A lot of people probably would have not enjoyed it as much as it came out and during the album. Travis Scott 100% has some heat on the way. He gave us just a little sneak peek on whatever he's working on right now. He posted Kick Out on his official Instagram, so that's kind of a big give out that might be dropping soon. He posted a large amount of the clip, and it does sound like there is no feature on that, but we never know. He might just add the feature later on. Dumb, on the other hand, I will say Dumb, I feel like there's a feature on that, and he just doesn't want to play it yet, but I really do feel like there's a feature on that one. It would be cool. He also did confirm that Dumb is gonna be on Jackboys 2, and he did confirm that at the Cactus Jack X Barcelona launch that he had in Barcelona, which is absolutely insane. If you guys know me, I am probably the biggest, if there was a 0.1% of Barca fans in the world, I'm 100% in there. I'm probably the biggest Barca fan ever. And when I saw this announcement, which I kind of, and this thing, I did predict this when Barcelona announced that they're gonna have a sponsorship with Spotify and they're gonna have different artists on their shirts and collabing or whatever. The first person that came in my head was Travis Scott, but just how big it is on marketing and just how much shit he would bring to Barcelona and Spotify. I saw this coming, and when it happened, it was absolutely amazing. I bought the shirt home and away. I can't wait to show you guys when it comes in. So yeah, very excited for that. He did have a concert the day before the El Clasico that we whooped these motherfuckers ass in. The day before the El Clasico, he did have a little mini concert that Spotify kind of organized, and it actually looked crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you, that concert, not gonna lie to you, looked better than Coachella if this nigga had a longer set. Now we do have some new snippets that we have not heard so far. They have been coming out in the last week and a half ish. The first one is called BNB. It's produced by Cardo. We did hear Travis Scott kind of spazzing in this one, and at the end of it you hear Don Toliver, and I can play it for you guys. Whipping the truck, no tracks, not giving a fuck, no blacks, not giving a fuck, like Jaleel, not giving a fuck, yeah. He said he was Spanish, bitch in the club, Bruno in Spanish, that's good enough. We took an hour out of the after hours just to fuck up all at once. I got a brunch, you ain't doing brunch. I got a friend that ain't got a friend. I put a blunt in a blunt. And the next snippet is one that Don Toliver played at his show, his first show in Europe with his Hearthstone Psycho tour. And I'm not too sure if this one's gonna be a Jackboys 2 snippet, because so far all of the snippets we've been getting and all the info we've been getting is straight from Travis, which I will say is kind of odd considering this is a collab tape with a bunch of artists. Only one person's been releasing all the info, which you can kind of understand if he's the head honcho of the whole label. But maybe this is a Cactus Jack cut, maybe it's not, but it does sound pretty crazy. It might be for his next album, his next solo album, so I'll play that for you guys as well. one thing you guys wanted to hear about is when do I think the album's gonna come out? And personally, guys, I don't even know, because I generally thought the album was gonna come out that Friday that he announced all the merch and everything. I thought, perfect, you announced it this Friday. It's almost like Jackboys, the original one. They announced, they dropped a teaser. 2 days later, they dropped the album. So I was like, okay, bet. You announced the shit on Wednesday, and then Thursday, everybody gets hyped and shit. And then let's say you drop a snippet, and then boom, Friday you drop the album. That's not what happened. So now we're still waiting for the album. If I'm being honest with you, Young Thug did push his album back, which I think would have gave Travis a great leeway to just drop his album right there, because obviously you don't want to step on your good friend's first day out album. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I really hope it's Friday today. It did not come out. I don't think it's coming out next Friday. Honestly, he could drop this bitch and he could literally add more music on it and drop it in the summer and make it like official Travis Scott album with friends. I don't know. At the end of the day, still Jackboys 2. Everybody's so excited for it. When do you guys think the album's gonna come out? How do you guys feel about the snippets that he's played? What's your favorite snippet between Kick Out and Dumb? Put it all in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been Daniel, and peace.